Hello, in front of you is a summary of the previous video. Please go through it. Let's solve a few questions. Find the length of common chord. So length of common chord. We have a common chord, that means the two circles will be intersecting each other. The radii of two circles are 15 and 20 centimeter. Okay, 15 and 20 centimeter. The centers are 25 centimeter apart. That means this segment is 25 centimeter and we have to find the length of this red segment. The most important thing here is to understand that this common chord will be perpendicular to the line joining the centers. Why? Well, if I join this radius and this radius here, the figure formed will be a kite. And in a kite, one diagonal gets bisected at 90 degree by the other. So this red one will be getting bisected by this line joining the centers at 90 degree. Okay. Also, there are other ways to prove it. This whole figure is symmetrical about this line joining the centers. So whatever is above this line, the same is below this line. So for symmetry, this red line should be perpendicular. Alternate way is to prove these two triangles congruent and then proceed. So there are many ways to prove that this common chord will be perpendicular to the line joining the centers. Now take this triangle separately. 15, 20 and 25. 15, 20 and 25 are sides of a right triangle. Right? 15, 20, 25 are Pythagorean triplets. So that means this angle will be 90 degree. Now figuring out this makes everything easy. Now we can make use of a very important trick as far as triangles are concerned. We can write area of the same right triangle in two different ways and equate it. We will use this method very often. We can write area as half, this is base 25 into height that we have to calculate, and area can also be written as half if I take this side as base is 20 and height will be perpendicular to it. This 15 is the height. Okay, half and half get cancelled. 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20. So h is nothing but 12 centimeter. So this part is 12. That means the length of complete common chord will be twice of 12, that is 24 centimeter. So we used a very important trick here, that is equating areas of same triangle obtained from two different ways. Now here from the three sides we deduce that it's a right triangle. If the sides are not given but the question says that two circles intersect orthogonally, the two circles are intersecting orthogonally, then also at the point of intersection tangents will be perpendicular to each other. Radius of this circle will be tangential to this circle and radius of this circle will be tangential to this circle. So the angle between the radii will be 90 degree. The tangents will be perpendicular to each other. If the circles intersect orthogonally, then also the case will remain same, the calculation will remain same. Now what if this angle is not 90 degree? If this angle is not 90 degree, what then? Let's erase this. Now the sides are, the radii are 13 and 14 centimeter and distance between the centers is 15 centimeter. I have changed the values of this question. Okay, this is the triangle form and this angle is not 90 degree. Even now we can equate areas obtained from two different ways. Number one, we can apply Heron's formula to this triangle as we know all three sides. And number two, we have half base into this height that we have to calculate. So let's apply Heron's formula. Area will be root of semi-perimeter, that is 13 plus 14 plus 15 upon 2. 42 upon 2 is 21 into s minus 13, that will be 8, into 21 minus 14, that would be 7, into 21 minus 15 is 6. This will come out to be 84. Okay, 84 is one way to write the area. Another way, we can use half base into height. This will give us height as 56 upon 5. Height will come out to be 56 upon 5 and this common chord, length of common chord will be twice of the side, that will be 112 upon 5. Moving on to the next question. Three sides of a triangle are given, 10, 17 and 21. So this is our triangle. And a circle with center lying on BC. A circle whose center lies on the longest side. Longest side is BC. So we have a circle with center lying on BC and the circle touches the other two sides. Circle is touching AC, that means AC is tangent to this circle and AB is also tangent to this circle. So if I remove this lower part of the circle, this simply means a semicircle is inscribed in the triangle ABC. If it were a complete circle inside this triangle, we could have used the properties of in circle and in radius. But here we have a semicircle. So we'll have to make some kind of construction here. For construction, center is the most important point, and then other point of contacts are also important. So we'll join these. This radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. This property you will see in circles video. Again, here also it is radius and tangent. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Also, I wish this line OA was there, so that I have two triangles AOC and AOB to deal with. The reason we want two triangles is that there is another trick related to area. First trick that we saw in the previous question, we calculated area of same triangle in two different ways and equated the area. Okay. Second trick is that area of overall triangle ABC is equal to sum of areas of its constituent triangles AOC and AOB. This is very important trick. Area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle AOC plus area of triangle AOB. Now this we can get by Heron's formula. We have all three sides. Area of triangle AOC is what? Half. Base is AC. If I take AC as base, height will be this radius OD. Height is radius plus half. In triangle AOB, base is this side 10 into height will again be radius. This OE is nothing but radius. Okay, let's get area of triangle ABC by Heron's formula. This will be root of semi-perimeter is 17 plus 21 plus 10 upon 2, that is 48 upon 2, 24 into 24 minus 17 is 7. 24 minus 10 is 14 and 24 minus 21 is 3. This will come out to be 84. 84 is equal to half. R will come out common. 17 plus 10 is nothing but 27. This means radius will be 56 upon 9 is our answer. Moving on to next question. Alright. So many ratios are given to us. What do we do when we have ratios and we have to assume actual values? We make use of variables. So if I use variable x here, AD will be 2x, AD is 2x, DE will be x and EB will be x. If I use variable y here, BF will be y, FG will be y and GC will be y. Similarly, AH will be z, HC will be z. Okay, only fixed thing that is given to us, only value that is given to us is this. Triangle ABC is 16. Area of triangle ABC is 16. And this area of pentagon DEFGH will come from this figure only. How? We'll try to express both these areas in terms of x, y and z. And in this way, we will try to relate these areas. Let's see how. Area of triangle ABC is what? Half AB into AC sine A. Half AB into AC sine A. So AB is what? 4x and AC is 2z. So half 4x into 2z sine A, that is 4xz sine A. Also, area of triangle ABC, if I take this angle, area of triangle ABC can be written as half AB into BC sine B. That would be half 4x into 3y sine B. 6xy sine B, which could also be written in terms of this angle as half AC into BC sine C. AC is 2z into 3y, half 2z into 3y sine C, that is 3yz sine C. And by the way, this is equal to 16 units. Area of triangle ABC is given as 16. Now let's find area of pentagon DEFGH. Now we don't have any direct formula to calculate area of pentagon. So what we can do is we can subtract areas of these small triangles from this overall figure, from this overall triangle ABC. So area of pentagon will be 16, that is area of triangle ABC, minus area of this small triangle ADH. If we take this angle A, area of triangle ADH will be half AD into AH sine A. That would be half 2x into z sine A. That would be xz sine A. Xz sine A, from here we can say xz sine A is 16 upon 4, that is 4 units, minus area of this triangle EBF. What is EBF? That would be half xy sine B. xy sine B is 16 upon 6. If I transpose this 6 here, xy sine B is 16 upon 6. Half xy sine B will be 8 upon 6, that is 4 by 3. Minus area of this triangle is half yz sine C. yz sine C is 16 upon 3. Half yz sine C will be 8 upon 3. So you do this calculation and this area will come out as 8 units. Area of pentagon DEFGH will come out to be 8. So this formula half AB sine C, half BC sine A is very useful in such figures where a bigger triangle is there and a smaller triangle is there, and they both share a common angle and their areas are to be compared. So both the triangles area can be written in terms of sine of this angle, right? So this formula half AB sine C is very important in such cases. Moving on to next question. We have to find area of triangle ABC. This angle is 45, this is 60, so this angle will be 75 degree. We can apply sine rule, right? We know an angle and side opposite to it, so we can apply sine rule, but we don't know what is sine 75 degree. And in CAT, you are not required to know it. You don't have to know what is sine 75 degree. All that we have to do is to figure out some other method to find area of triangle ABC. We can do half base into height. If we can just calculate this height, we can do half base into height. This is 60, this is 90. So this angle will be 30 degree and this angle here will be 45 degree. Now we can use trigonometry to get ratio of the sides, or we can use ratio of sides in a 30, 60, 90 triangle that we have seen in the previous video. So tan 60 is what? Tan 60 is what? Perpendicular, that is x upon base is DC. Tan 60 is root 3. So DC will be x upon root 3. DC is x upon root 3. Now here tan 45 will be perpendicular, that is x upon BD. Okay, tan 45 is 1, x upon BD is 1. So BD is equal to x. BD is equal to x. Now we can write BD plus DC is equal to BC. X plus x upon root 3 is equal to BC, that is 3 plus root 3. If I take x common, this is 3 plus root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 is equal to, if I take root 3 common from here, we get root 3 plus 1. X will be equal to root 3 into root 3, that is 3. So area, this x is 3. Area of this triangle ABC will be half base into height, that would be 9 plus 3 root 3 upon 2. This would be the final area. One last question, actually two last questions. We have two questions here and they are pretty easy. Area of triangle is equal to area of parallelogram and they both are on the same base. area of triangle is what? Half base, that is AB, into height that we have to calculate, and this is equal to area of parallelogram is base into height. Base is AB into height is given to us as 10. AB get cancelled, H will come out as 20 unit. So if a triangle and a parallelogram are on same base and they have equal areas, then height of triangle will be twice the height of parallelogram. Now see this next question. Area of this triangle ABC is equal to area of this triangle DBE. Okay, this is given to you. Area of I haven't mentioned it properly, but here area of triangle ABC will be equal to area of triangle DBE, and we have to find this length. Okay, so both these triangles share a common angle B, and what we are going to do is use the formula half AC sine B for area of triangle. So area of triangle ABC is what? Half AB into BC sine B, and this will be equal to half BE into BD. BD is 10 into sine B. Half and half will get cancelled. Sine B and sine B will get cancelled. BE is twice of BC. So BE is twice of BC. This gives us AB as 20 unit. AB is 20. That means AD will be 10 units. So once again, this formula has proved to be very useful. Half AB sine C. People tend to miss out on this formula, but it is very useful in cases where two triangles are sharing a common angle and relation between their areas is being asked, or relation between their areas is given and something else is asked. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope I was able to explain all the examples properly. Thank you.